I'm Sangeeta Aptano, Shyam's mom, and this is Radhakrishnan Vilayannur. Is that?
I goes RK.
Hi, my name is Shreya, and I'm Shyam's older sister. I remember the day he was born very vividly. Best day of my life. I was so excited for my built-in best friend to come home.
He was diagnosed when he was 3. We were in India at that point, and we realized he needed some kind of specialized therapy and all those things. So we thought a move would be good, and then we moved to the US at that point. We were in Quad Cities for some time, but we were attempting too many therapies, and we didn't know where to go, where to start, which would benefit him. No idea. So absolutely we were lost. What Easterseals did for us was like they provided us a structure. So in 2016, actually, I traveled an hour and 40 minutes almost every alternate day. I did ABA, I did speech, I did OT, we did swimming therapy, lots of other things with Easterseals.
I remember the summer of 2016. That summer, every other day, that whole summer we drove from the Quad Cities where we used to live all the way here just so he could go to this therapy here. It was so welcoming. The environment was so lovely. And I immediately clicked with all of us therapists. I feel like they definitely had our best intentions in mind.
They're professional. They're there to guide you. They know they will tell you what's the best for your kid, what approach.
These are people that, again, we trust with our whole heart. They kept stability where we need it. They definitely took our specific circumstances into account when they were making his project plan, his schooling, his curriculum. All of that was definitely based on our specific circumstances and where he was at in his growth, whether it was like a good week or a bad week, even like down to the hour. I think they do a really good job of adapting to what he needs or doesn't need. It's definitely very comforting to know that there's someone behind the scenes kind of working towards the development.
Practically it became like, the second home kind of thing, and I thought, why not move? And then we moved.
Moving here to Peoria was actually a major impact for us. We were to Peoria when it was the 17th, primarily to take care of his therapy needs as Easterseals, who has been our primary therapy provider as well, now also the primary school that he goes to. The Learning Academy, that's been a godsend, primarily because at that point of time he was out of school and we did not see any recourse wherein he could go back to school. And ESLA has been just unbelievably good in the sense that he is now with his peers going to school and then kind of engaging with different folks which otherwise he would not have had access to.
Even the vocational training at Easterseals Learning Academy, he can cook, he can cut vegetables, he loves food. So something to do with food, he's doing all that there. Beautiful. We want him to do that. His speech has improved, the vocabulary. From single words to the phrases, his motor skills have improved over the year. He is learning vocational training, like I told you, life skills. That's important. Probably, he's also the hygiene part of it, right? He's picked up the hygiene part of it. He can do all his, everyday chores himself. That is an added thing. And some amount of, he can identify letters, he can identify some of the words.
I think my first real epiphany that came to me that this was the way to go was just with his vocabulary. He started off, we talk in different languages at home, but he was starting to pick up words that we don't really use all that often. So growing up, that was definitely eye-opening to see, and that was kind of what signaled to me that something is clicking and something is working.
I have been his primary caregiver, so I can say more than what we have taught him. He's taught us more. He's been my teacher. He taught us communication, literally how to communicate to different people according to their needs. So he taught us communication is not only verbal, it is something else different, the body language, you can communicate through your signs, whatever. So it was a beautiful journey that way.
He taught us empathy, the concept that we have to understand his world, the way his world is different from ours, but we have to adapt to how he thinks, how he processes the world, and for us to enter his world, we need to start thinking a little bit like him. And that kind of a journey has been very, very impactful for us. It has made all of us different people, better people for his existence now.
So one phrase I could use, breaking stereotypes. That's what he's done for us. He's broken a lot of stereotypes for us. Special needs kids are not different in any way. They actually can keep your family together. They can give them affection and give it 100 times back to you. So You're beautiful.
We are a typical neurodivergent family, and that's a very interesting oxymoron, if you can call it that. But in a way, we are a regular family that had a very interesting journey that we are taking because of what he is going through.
More than neurodivergent, I can say we have grown up into a happy family who bonded together. He's been our glue in that.
And that is a journey that we have been through. It's not been the easiest, and we have had our struggles. In some ways, that common purpose is what basically has brought us together. We probably love each other a little bit more than what we would have loved each other before. We grown up as a family, and we have evolved in the way in which we are thinking. We believe we are better selves as what we were before he was born through the journey that he has had with us.